All right, look, man, in this video, man, I'm going to explain to you how you create all the conditions in your life, okay? You create all the conditions in your life based on the thoughts that come in and out of your head. Let me explain something to you. I recently made a video saying how everything was your fault, and everything is your fault, right? But I'm going to go a little bit further in the explanation. I had some people comment on it. A young lady, look, I love you. Wherever you are, if you see this video, understand this is out of love. But I'm gonna explain something to you, okay? Now, what we reading? I just came across this because I just been reading this book, right? I've definitely had parts. I've seen parts of this book on videos and whatnot. So understand, man. I've been on this journey for a little bit here. I've read multiple books. I've paid for multiple mentorships from high level entrepreneurs. Look, man, they all say the same thing. Your mind and your thoughts create your reality. They create the conditions in your life. And once you understand this, you can create something different, right? But you must understand this base principle first. So in the book, The Master Key System by Charles Haanel, chapter 11, we frequently hear it said, quote, "A very distressing situation came into my life, which could not have been the result of my thought, as I certainly never entertained any thought which could have caused such a result." Quote, "We fail to remember that like attracts like in the mental world, and that the thought which we entertain brings to us certain friendships, companionships of a particular kind. And these in turn bring about the conditions and environment, which in turn are responsible for the conditions of which we complain." Now, what is that saying? That is saying that we create the conditions in our life based on thought. All right? And you may not be able to correlate it to a specific thought that you had, but understand that your thoughts are creating your life. What you think in your brain on a daily basis is bringing forth in the 3D physical realm everything that you're experiencing in life. This is how it goes. It's a law. This is a law of cause and effect. This is a universal law. The cause is what you're thinking in the mind. The effect is what you're seeing out in the 3D realm, 3D reality. I know it might be hard to realize this truth, because truths sometimes are hard to swallow, right? But understand, everything that we are experiencing out in our lives on a daily basis, these are conditions that have been brought forth based on thought and the emotion that you have put into that thought, which in turn downloaded that into your subconscious mind, which controls everything that you do. So consciously, you don't realize these things, right? Unless you're aware, unless you're awakened, unless you're woke. You don't realize these things. It starts from conscious thought. But if you realize that you've created this, you can do something different. I am on a journey right now. I'm on a spiritual journey. So I'm just like a brother that's putting you on game. Understand that this is how it works. If you realize that you created your life, what it is right now, now you realize you can turn some shit around. You can start consciously controlling the thoughts that come in and out of your head. You can consciously put emotion to those thoughts. And then you can actually change some shit in your world, in your reality. You can do something different. You can experience something different. You can get on a different frequency. I am on a different frequency than you if you don't understand this. I might be a little bit up here and you're down here. This is why I can see what's going on. This is why I can see how your life, the things in your life and how you're experiencing it is based on what your thoughts are. So I think the young lady commented on my video. She stated that what if that person? What if you're being targeted by a specific person? I'm like, ma'am, the only way, nobody just targets just a random person. You just get targeted for no apparent reason. There is something that has going on in your conscious mind, maybe a thought, belief, or something like that has been downloaded into your mind over time or from an experience or whatnot. But understand, at some point in time, you had thoughts which brought forth an experience in your life. Matter of fact, there's a book right here. Let me see this book. Hold up, man. There's a book right here, How to Attract Money by Joseph Murphy. In this book, he tells about a story of a woman who I don't know where it is in the book, okay? But in this book, he tells about a story of a woman who sometime in history or something, coffee was real scarce, right? So this woman, out of fear, went and bought up all the coffee she could from all the local stores and shops. Okay, she was just hoarding all the coffee because she was in fear that she wouldn't be able to find any more coffee. And one day she went to church that night, and when she came back home from church, she found out that somebody had broken into her home and stole all the coffee and a bunch of other shit, right? And then she said, like everybody else would say, is like, why me, God? Really? Why would this happen while I was at church? Understand, she brought that upon her based on her thoughts of fear, based on her thoughts of lack, because she was trying to hoard all the coffee because she was fearful that they wouldn't have any more coffee, right? That she wouldn't get it. So based on that fact, she wasn't thinking that the vandals were going to break into her home and steal everything, but she had that fear mindset. She had that lack mindset, so she actually attracted that to her. This is how it works. This is how it works, man. I didn't make the rules. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to agree. But until you understand this, once you understand this, your life will change. Because you'll realize that you created this shit. You created everything in your life. And once you realize that you created everything in your life, you can then change shit around and create something new. You can create something better. Or whatever the hell that you want to do. Understand that you are a creator. You are God in the flesh. Understand that. Once you understand that, your life will change. This is Rob, man. Catch y'all on the next one.